Well, I'll say, where y'all been? I've been sitting right here in front. No, I ain't. You know I ain't. I got my hair cut. Look, ain't I pretty? Thank you, Tracy. Look, fellers, I have dragged it out long and fillet. If there's any more fillettes out there, let me know in the comment. Other than Tammy, and I do love you, Tammy. She's my cousin. Anyway, I have put it off long enough that I need to work on getting these brakes going, right? So I guess I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and see if I can't run some brake lines all the way up and see if I can't get that master cylinder replaced. So I could really use some help. So why don't you come on back, alright? I'm gonna be waiting on you. Y'all believe in them chemical trails? I don't know. It just seems like, look at him. That's where I'm fixing to fight up against. Now, I'm over here somewhere, right in there, I believe. But I'm going to tell you what, every time I get started on something, here comes a storm. You know what I mean? I bet y'all deal with that too, don't you? I reckon. Alright, well, I'm trying to figure out what might be the best attack for this. I guess the first thing to do is to get rid of all these. Man, you see that? Yeah, that was suspended in space. Get rid of all these spider webs, since it looks like it's been since Methuselah's age that I've been here. I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's start this off. Wait a minute. Oh, let's do it the other way. Let's start this off with a Slurpee, you don't you? I do. Yeah, speaking of Slurpees, I didn't do a Slurpee in my last video, and I know that some of you out there are going to say, he didn't do no Slurpee last time. Well, I'm going to do a Slurpee this time. And as you know what I did, me and my daughter watched a lot of videos while I was going on. Hang on a second, Slurpee. Watched a lot of videos when I got to watching one, you know, what do you call this, that theater where they got these people that always have something to say about the movie, you know, they've got a silhouette of them and they're always, it's something theater, I can't remember. But I got to looking at it, and all of a sudden I realized it was a musical. So I don't know what y'all think about musicals, but I hate musicals. I know that I'm a musical person. I know I love music. I know that I play all these instruments and all that stuff, but I hate musicals. It's because, like just now, all right, let's do a Slurpee. And all of a sudden in the movie they're going, he hasn't done a Slurpee. 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 He's what he's doing now. He's doing a Slurpee. He's doing a Slurpee. He's doing a Slurpee. Don't you get tired of that mess? No, I don't ever get tired of that mess. All right. Okay. I gotta quit that mess because it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's already almost 100 degrees, it seems like. And I'm sweating, and I don't know why I came up with this overhaul stuff because I'm burning up. By the way, also, about a week while I was gone, me and my wife got really sick. My daughter got sick. everybody wasn't fit. I almost thought I had COVID. Janet too, but we didn't. We just had allergies and cold. You guys got that? I do. Anyway. Anyway, I've still got some of that mess. All right, so let's get down to business. All right, fellers and fellettes, what we've got to deal with here is these are our hard lines, and of course, this being our rear end here is going to be moving up and down. So that means that you have to put this to your next hard line, which is on the frame. Now the big problem here is that all right, this goes up in here like this. Are you watching? Yeah. All right, and then this piece here goes like that on there, which like that. All right, and then this piece here supposedly goes in there. All right, what's the problem here? Well, the problem being is that this don't fit that. It's, as you can see, and I do have this piece right here is supposed to go right there. So we're going to go over here and take a look at these. I have several different sizes. Yeah, several different sizes. So this should not be a problem. So let's see what size this is going to take. This one here is also a little large, but all right, that's it right there. All right, so I can start with this side with my new lines and follow this line all the way up to the master cylinder. So I can go ahead and get this in. My biggest problem here is that I need that piece, which none of these are. Okay, I have to have a reducer apparently, and this looks like it here, and this looks like that ought to go there, and it does. However, this piece here is way too big, so it looks like I'm gonna have to make a little trip, because none of these are for that. This one right here looks like, yep, this one here looks like it would go in there, but this is a fine thread, and that's not a fine thread. I don't have a single thing. So I may be wrong, but that looks like that thing is too far back. I don't like this. I would like a little more area in there, but it seems to be okay. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to have to get me an adapter for this to there. Alright, so now we've got to start here. Which one of those was it? That one there? Yeah. No. This one. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to go in there nicely. Alright, so let's get our wire. Let's get our what do you call this? Brake line. Okay, let's get our brake line out and see if we can't follow this one to where it goes. Alright. Alright, so I have figured out by this is running right up the frame, so it's going to come out right up under the frame next to the motor up there. So in order for me to get to it, I'm going to have to take that front tire off. So that's what I'm finna do. I hope. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the... Alright, let's see. I don't know which... Yeah, you might as well come on off too, huh? How nasty this thing done got. Okay. Of course, you're gonna be too small. Alright. Of course you are, of course you are. And the next one will be done. The next one should be right. Alright. Yep. Alright, so let's figure out where we're gonna put this thing. About right there. Ooh, that's not gonna, I better get a piece of wood. That is not gonna take it up high enough. Alright. Where's my wood? About a couple of these. Maybe. Maybe 3. That might be. Oh, there you are. That's what I was looking for. And you put you on the front tar. Well, you know what? While I was in the house, it started raining, and now it's hotter than a $2 pistol. So, let's see where you at right there. Hotter than a $2 pistol. Oh, wait, I forgot to put this on there. Right there, okay. Now you both know, and I know, something's probably gonna fall off. I don't like what that's doing. Let's go a little further on. Hotter than a $2 pistol. Alright, come on now, you can do this. There we go. No, it's not liking it at all. Let's go back further on. How about that? Okay, that looks pretty good. Except it sure is moving. I don't want it to fall on me. I think that's good. Hey! Alright, let's put all the chalks back so she won't roll. We'll do it on the rubber chalks. There's one. I don't need that one because that. Let's use this one back here. Right there. Man, these tires is dirty. Let's go back in there. There. Pull you off. Alright. Alright. There it is. Alright, so it's still hooked up. And so this one here, you can't see it. Let's see if you can see it.
Alright, so this is the old one. If you notice, you can just pull it off. Still has fluid in it. That's odd, since the one on my, this has been in there, what, 40 years and it's still wet? Yeah, a year and a half, 2 years in my motorcycle, it's all like, whatever. Alright, so this is going to go there. So this is where we're running to. But there's supposed to be a junction before we get to this somehow, because then I'm going to have to go over to the other tire and then to the brake cylinder. So let's see what that looks like. Yeah. Alright, so what we got to do here is we got to get this off somehow without really messing. Oh, you know what? I've got some of these things. Okay, so we should be able to turn around this thing. Yeah, okay. That's sitting here. Okay, there we go. So I'm not going to get that off because this is the clamp behind it. And I do not have another one of those. So we'll get it off. And then we should be able to pull this. Well, look at there. You see it? Yeah, it broke right off. Well, that's good, because I was going to play heck getting that off. Hello, bye, yeah. Wrong place, wrong place. Okay, yep. Alright, so there's my wire. Set right there for safe keepings. Oh, well, that may be a keeper pin there. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to set it right here for safekeeping, because I need that pin anyway. Alright? Alright. Okay, so right there seems to be where it's hooked in to the rubber hose, and it goes on up that way, and there ain't no junction here. I forgot, it's going to be down there, and that may be better gotten from inside the. But anyway, we can go ahead and take that one off, and then we'll see about our next step. Alright, so we're going to get up under the truck and we're going to see if we can't find that junction point, because that's the piece I need to make next. Oh, fat boy. Alright, so it's going to be on the other side. And where is it? There it is. Right there. Look at there. So, we got to take off. There it is. That one. That one. Should be hard to get. That one goes up. Man's supposed to have a knife, so I gave one to my brother, and he didn't. Not saying he ain't a man, I'm just saying. Alright, so let's see if I can get this one on. Yep. Okay. Alright, so there it goes yonder way. Y'all see it? Yep, look at that. I don't want to bend it up too bad, because I need to make it back in the same shape. And there it is right there. There it is right there. And I'm going to have to get that off. Alright, so let's back up a minute and see what we got to do. picture of it so I can kind of see what's going on here. Should be it right there. Of course, it's kind of shaking. Alright, let's go look at it. Alright, so here's the deal. I've had a lot of computer problems for the last 3 days. I hadn't been able to upload anything, and I finally got it figured out. But it has been raining this whole time. And as you remember last time, it rained so hard in my backyard that the... Why are you doing that? I'll get closer. It rained so hard in my backyard last time that jack stands fell out from under it because it rained so much. It washed them out, and I came back and the wheels were off and they were sitting on the ground. So it's kind of like that now, and I know that if you live in the South, you've been putting up with all this rain too. So I'm going to stop this one right here because of that. You know, I'm right in the middle of trying to change up my brake lines. And I think I've got everything that I need and everything what I'm going to do, I hope. But it's just too wet. So, this is about the time that the musical would be saying, "It's just too wet, it's just too wet, it's just too wet, it's just..." I don't even know where that came from. So anyway, I guess I will start back on this when I can, and we'll just go from there. Alright, I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, fellers and fellettes, this is OAM Garage, and this is going to be at the end of it. I am recording at the end of this other one, as I said I would do. You may even be able to hear thunder in the background. I'm just trying to pick a time that it's not raining so that I can record this. Yeah, I know. This is my new family member. I just got him today. His name is Cash. And he loves me, and I love him too. We don't know what kind of dog he is. We think that he's a Chiweenie, which is a cross between maybe a Chihuahua and a weenie dog, something to that nature. But he's red and white. I've never seen a long-haired weenie dog that has these colors, but I don't know. But anyway, he's got a really nice disposition. As you know, I lost Gracie not too long ago. And nobody will ever replace Gracie, but but anyway, Cash might come close, I hope. So, let's read Isaiah 26:4. Alright? I'm going to play a little video right now just to let you know how I sounded desperate. I mean, and I was. So here we go. Alright, one thing is for sure, I have not figured out what's wrong with my computer. And for some reason, it will not download any of my videos anymore. So if I don't get this fixed soon, there's going to be a problem. As you can see, I looked and sounded very desperate. I was at wit's end. I did everything in the world I could do to try to figure out what was wrong with that computer. It would not upload a thing. And anyway, it all turned out to be a cord that was not allowing all this stuff. I did everything YouTube, everything Google, everything that they told me to do. And I still couldn't get it figured out. And then I had gone through, I don't know how many cables. Just so you know, if you are uploading or downloading with a C cable, some of them are made for only charging stuff. No data transfer. I went through 4 different cables and they were all charger cables, not data transfer cables. C. So if you buy something that's got a C connector and they tell you to charge whatever it is with it, that does not necessarily mean it will transfer data, because they won't. All these ham walkie-talkies that I've been buying, they send you the charger cord with it. Well, they don't data. They don't transfer data. All they do is charge. I went through 4 of those thinking, okay, well, I've done everything I can do. All these cords are good, until I went back to my original cord that I've been using all along. And guess what? Boom, uploaded everything, and I was able to give you this. So I did a lot of praying. I ain't gonna lie to you, I did a lot of praying about that. Lord, please, I need for this thing to start working. And you got me at wit's end, and I ain't got nowhere else to go. I was sitting here contemplating buying a whole new computer and everything. Anyway, Isaiah 26:4. Trust in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength. So he won't let you down. Trust in the Lord forever. Well, that's what I'm doing. So, thank goodness we got this one.
Don't forget to tell them not to litter. It ain't pretty.
I know, P. Roy. I hadn't gotten that far yet. Yes.
Tell them to be sweet.
All right. P. Roy likes cash too. No good dog. All right, fellas and fellette, please don't litter. It just ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. Don't litter. Right? Cash. Here, you won't get up on the table. Well, how about that? And also, y'all be sweet, because Cash says he gonna be sweet, ain't you? Huh? You gonna be sweet too? All right, we'll be seeing y'all later. Love you, man. Y'all be sweet. Hey, Roy. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Well, that's good. I know it's been raining while I've been gone.
It sure has. It's been raining crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, I know.
I tell you what.
Anyway, well, look, let's go ahead and get this thing over with. You wanna tell me a couple of jokes?
All right, then. I can do that. All right. What kind of advice do you get from a cow?
Advice from a cow?
Yeah, cow. The beast tip. Yeah, you knew that already,
Yeah,
doggone it.
That's funny.
What did the duck say after she bought some lipstick?
What?
Put it on my bill. Yeah, can I put that on my bill?
Put it on my bill. That's funny. That's 2 things. That means 2 things.
Oh, I get that now. Oh.
Well, tell me this. How does the ocean say hello?
I don't know how to say hello.
Well, he don't really say hello. What he does is
He waves. That's it. I get it.
Oh, let me remind everybody, these are bad jokes. No, these are dad jokes.
Yeah, these are dad jokes.
I know.
That's right. I got them long ones.
All right, P. Roy, tell me one of your
You
long
want me to tell you long jokes? All right. Well, there's this hunchback, and he needs a job, and he went to the church.
Hunchback.
Yeah.
Okay.
He went to the church and as a bell ringer. He didn't have no arms though. And so the preacher said, "How you gonna ring the bell?" He said, "Well, we're gonna have to go up yonder, and I'll show you how."
No.
So he got up there all the way top of that tower, and he backed up. He took a running start,
Well,
and
that run
bam!
hit
He hit the bell with his face and all. It rung. He said, "You gonna be willing to do all that?" He said, "Well, yeah, I need this job real bad." He said, "Well, you know you're gonna get a headache." He said, "No, I'll get used to it. It ain't no problem." So, he been working there a week or so, and so he backed up and he said, "I'm gonna really let it ring this time." He took off, he run and he missed the bell, and he went way off in the tower and all, and hit the ground.
Oh.
And all these people come walking up and they say, "Hey, does anybody know who this fella is?" And the police come up and looked at him and said, "I don't know what his name is, but his face rings a bell."
His face rings a bell. All right, well, I got one.
Oh my!
right.
Let's hear.
There was this man, and he bought a robot that can tell if you lie or not. Okay, and if you lie, he'll slap you. So
Oh, good.
he brought the robot home, and they was all sitting around at the dinner table, and he asked little Johnny there. He said, "Little Johnny," he said, "What'd you do today?" Little Johnny looks at him and says, "Well, I went to school." Robot reaches over and just pow, slaps the little kid. He said, all right, Daddy. I went to a friend's house and watched a movie.
Oh,
He says, "Really? What kind of movie did you watch?" He said, "Oh, it was a movie about race cars." That old robot reached over and slapped him. Wow! And he got back and sat in the chair. He said, "All right, Daddy, it wasn't about race cars. It was an adult movie."
oh, no.
So he said, "Son, I can't believe you're watching adult movies at your age. I didn't even know what an adult movie was about that time that robot pow slapped Daddy." He got up, sat back in the chair, and the mama said, "Yep, that's your son, all right." And the robot slapped her. Whop!
That wasn't her son.
That's your son, all right.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lord,
Well, there's an eye opener.
Oh my. Well,
All
I gotta
right,
get to
let's
work.
get back to work. It's that time.
All right. It wasn't his fault. That's funny right there.